Hello everyone, Michigan Railfan 57 here once again. While I was in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan visiting family, I managed to go to 2 different places and score some neat Upper Peninsula exclusive train action. Today, we're deep in the Copper Country in Lake Linden, Michigan. I was there to see the Houghton County Historical Society's recently restored steam engine, a narrow gauge Porter 040T numbered 3. Built in 1915 by the H.K. Porter Company of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 3 was owned by the Calumet and Hecla Mining Company. Yes, that is the same Calumet and Hecla that Torch Lake worked for. However, this engine, unlike Torch Lake, was built to 36-inch gauge and was used to switch copper concentrate and other various materials in and around the smelters. The engine was retired in the 1950s and donated to the Houghton County Historical Society in 1969. The engine was first restored to operation in 2003 and ran until 2017 when it was due for boiler work. That work was completed in 2025, and the locomotive returned to operation in early July. This engine and the Torch Lake are the only surviving steam engines of the Calumet and Hecla, both conveniently being numbered 3. Number 3 has the distinction of being one of only 2 operating steam locomotives in the Upper Peninsula, as well as the only operating steam locomotive in the Keweenaw region. It usually runs on Saturdays, pulling passengers along the Society's Lake Linden and Torch Lake Railroad, a half-mile loop of track that circles the ruins of the Calumet and Hecla stamp mill alongside the actual Torch Lake. Now with the history out of the way, let's see number 3 in action. About 15 minutes after I arrived, I set up at a crossing by the station to watch number 3 depart. Following number 3 around the loop, my next shot was of the engine passing by the actual Torch Lake. Continuing the chase, I then filmed number 3 passing in front of some houses and a church in Lake Linden. Next, I set up by the shops to watch number 3 arrive at the station. After number 3 built some more pressure and allowed more people to board, I set up behind it to watch it depart once again. As number 3 made its 2 laps again, I set up at the crossing I first filmed at and watched number 3 roll on through the station. My final shot of number 3 before I left was once again by the shops as the engine arrived at the station. Once the engine arrived, we left, as I had gotten all the shots I'd wanted and had things to do later, but overall I had a great time. It was great to see number 3 back in operation, and it felt rather surreal chasing it around the overgrown stamp mill foundations that Torch Lake probably worked at long ago. Anyways, that's enough rambling from me, so until the next video, this is Michigan Railfan 57 signing off. Have a great day.